The year 2021 occurs to be the 75th year of independence in India and of India. There are so many facts and significances in India before getting independence. The fight for the freedom of India is a long back efforts. For example, Vellore Mutiny in 1806. It again strengthened in 1857. Many facts like Sepoy Mutiny in 1857 and 1885 establishing Indian National Congress along with Muslim League. Jallianwala Bagh massacre also stirred the people to fight for the freedom in India. Then non-cooperation movement, non-violence and Dandi March, Government of Indian Act of 1935, then Indian National Army, Quit India movement in 1942, Royal Navy strike in 1946, all added to the efforts of freedom which led to Indian Independence Act in 1947. Though in the preamble of Indian Constitution, the word secular is inserted or added in the preamble, in the minds of Indians, it is already intermingled in their hearts with regard to secularism. The efforts of Independence Day were made by so many minds, irrespective of all religions. Every year we celebrate the Independence Day, not only to remember the great leaders, but also to reaffirm and to rework for the works of development, abolishing discrimination and oppression. One such importance for development is secularism. Example, in Vellore Mutiny time itself, irrespective of all religions, they safeguarded the culture of India against the British. We see today in Vellore, in the fort, the symbols of secularism. In the fort we see a Hindu temple, Jalagandeshwaran temple, and for Christians, St. John's Church. And for Muslims, a mosque and a Tippu Sultan's tomb. Altogether, we see the symbol of India, that is harmony. Harmony and understanding and unity. So, வேற்றுமையில் ஒற்றுமை என்று கூறப்படும் unity in diversity is our hallmark. They had the flexibility of understanding and secularism and love. Therefore, in India, we need to strengthen the secular values. For this, we need to strengthen the values of secularism. It is already done, but still, the academics need to inculcate the extracurricular activities. With regard to art and culture, to strengthen the values of secularism, development, harmony, and growth, and avoiding caste discrimination. We see even in the elementary schools itself, we have so many programs of Independence Day and Republic Day. In that way, for role models, for example, for children, in the elementary schools, they may not give a great speech or art of drama and so on, but for children, they should have, or they may have the roles of Gandhi, Nehru, Ambedkar, and so on. Similarly, in the high schools, they should be motivated to have speech as well as skits and so on. In the graduate levels, they need to reaffirm as responsible citizens and responsible leaders of the nations. So there can be enacted as skit what happened in the Independence Day or pre-Independence Day. So many events, so many difficulties underwent for the efforts for freedom of India. And also, in order to have secularism, to have the values of secularism, we should also have prayer, an integrated prayer. Integrated prayer means all the, for example, in the schools, people are intermingled as Hindus, Muslims, and Christians, and other religious also, for example, like Jains, Sikhs, Buddhists, and so on. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. So that is what is very important. Asatoma Satgamaya. So such kind of prayers can be given in the interreligious prayer. Also from the Bible, good verses can be read out. Also in the Quran and other Jains, Sikhs, and Buddhists and whatnot, the other religious scriptural important values also can be read during the prayer in the assembly, in the schools and colleges. So my dear people, this is what we need to strengthen. God has created and we have got something to do, something to sing, something to dance, something to share, something to help, all those things. So we need to do that. So and also people are worried about plague or some other thing, the virus. So we give them courage. First, let us be motivated. But is it enough? So we need to strengthen India, because it is republic, it is democratic. So we need to understand each other. We should understand the difficulties and we should try to help each other. We may have different languages, we may have different religions or faiths, but our heart is one, with full of goodness that it comes from divinity, God. So let us ask to have, let us strengthen, through which we can strengthen our nation and we can be a good model to the world. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.